Hi students, let us continue the lesson The Fallacy of Success by G.K. Chesterton. The author here points out certain misconceptions, that means ideas which are not right. If a person is a millionaire, people consider him as a successful one. If he is not rich, then people consider that man as an unsuccessful one. That is the misconception here. So anyway, let us see. In the previous class, we have learned about a king named Midas who, with his touch, turned things into gold. So, his touch is known as the golden touch. So, many people think that Midas was very successful because he could turn everything into gold, right? Now, check. King Midas is going to have his food. It can be either lunch or dinner. Let us see what will happen to him. Now he is going to take chicken, right? Just check what happens when he tries to eat the food. So this is the thing. So do you think that such a man is successful? He cannot eat even his food. It will turn into gold. So what will happen to such a man? Can we consider him as a successful one? No, he is painfully successful. He can change everything into gold, but problem is that he cannot have his food at the same time. He cannot just lovably ask his daughter to come near him and touch her. At the end of the story, this is what he feels. That means his own golden touch has become dangerous for him. This is what he sees in the mirror. His golden touch becoming dangerous for him. So this is actually painfully successful. It's of a painful kind. He attained that quality of turning everything into gold, but he was a failure according to the author G.K. Chesterton. But earlier people considered him as successful, but our author G.K. Chesterton is saying that his success is of a painful kind. Now let us hope that we shall live to see these absurd books about success covered with a proper derision and neglect. We know that the books which are dealing with success, they don't tell properly what is success. The definition of success is something different according to those writers. They see Midas as a very successful person, but we know what is behind his success. According to the author G.K. Chesterton, these books do not teach people to be successful, but they do teach people to be snobbish. What is snobbish? Being snobbish means to look down upon others who have lower social status. So, the books which deals with success teach people how to become snobbish. That means to look down upon others who have lower social status, who don't have money, who are not rich. And these books spread a sort of evil poetry of worldliness. Worldliness means what we can say, living in the world of riches and considering money as the ultimate success. So these books only spread the importance of money. Some books deal with lust. Lust means some kind of a sexuality. So the society's moral-minded people, they consider those books as evil. But what about the books which are dealing with success, simply promoting greed and pride? What about those books? So they are also just, we have to denounce, we have to just, what we can say, discard those books that influence society's mindset to become greedy, to become proud. 100 years ago, apprentice boys were told that by thrift and work they could become Lord Mayors. What is thrift? Thrift means the ability to spend money and resources very carefully without wasting them. So, some apprentice boys who were working under some people, they were told by those people that if they are doing hard work, they can become Lord Mayors. But that was fallacious. Fallacious means that was not right. It was a false belief. But it has some truth in it. It had a minimum of moral truth in it. In our society, temperance will not help a poor man to enrich himself. So, if a man has a good temperament, a helping mind, or a commitment, dedication, or a mind to do hard work, society will not consider that person as enriched or rich. But it may help him to respect himself. But a man who has these qualities will enrich himself to respect himself. Good work will not make him a rich man. He will not become rich, but it may help him to respect himself. But good work may make him a good workman. He will become a good workman, not rich. But what shall we say to the gospel? What shall we say of the gospel preached to the modern workers, the worker who rises not by his virtues but by his vices? Virtues means good qualities and vices means bad qualities, being wicked. So, what shall we say to a person who is rising in power, who is having money by applying certain wicked methods? Shall we promote him? By no means we should not do like that. A virtuous person is always denounced or discarded by the society if he doesn't have money. But we should not do like that. That's what the author says or means by all these things. Now let us do the question answers.